Are we almost done boarding back there?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything. cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are still going to depart from the gate. Thank you, and welcome
Sorry,
aboard.
chat, you didn't hear anything I said so far. For some reason, my microphone was not selected correctly. So I will repeat everything I just said very briefly. So we are flying United flight from Washington to the from Washington to Jacksonville. We are already loading the aircraft. Aircraft is loaded through Toliss plugin, and we have started setting up the MFD. Additionally, we will be flying on VATSIM. We will just quickly turn on the comms here. Okay, now we should be able to hear the ATC. There's a lot of coverage on VATSIM. We should have full flight coverage if everything goes well. So we will see how that goes. Either way, we have some traffic on the airport as we speak. So we will be flying to Jacksonville. We have started setting up the winds. So we are flying Dallas to Jacksonville. Orlando is our alternative. United 602, that's the flight number. We are started aligning our ILS. We will be having 7.3 tons of fuel on this flight and 127 souls on board. So let's go to the next step and configure our weight. Okay, so for zero fuel weight we will have 56.8 tons, and our zero fuel weight center of gravity will be 25.6. So 56.8, 25.6. Let's do that. 56.8, 25.6. And very sorry for the microphone issue. I wasn't aware you are not hearing me. And block we have 7.3 tons. Let's do that. That's amazing. Okay, so now we will ask the ATC for our PDC clearance. So we should be doing 119.1. Okay, no, 120.1. We are doing the correct frequency. Let's just make sure that here everything is okay. Okay, let's do it. Dallas Tower, hello, this is United 602, ready for PDC. You should hear me, everything looks okay here. United 602, radio check. Okay, I don't hear him, that's the issue. That's the issue, let me check my... Okay, this is the issue. United 602, sorry, it was my mistake. I was I muted the X-Pilot, so I'm ready for PDC.
Number 4464 Tango, you have to file a flight plan in order to get a PDC. You have not filed a flight plan, sir.
United 602, I think I just filed it. It should have been filed earlier, sorry. Okay, there was an issue with our flight plan, but I refiled again.
This is November 4464 Tango. I haven't filed a flight plan yet. I think you must be confusing me with United flight. Okay, so I'm sorry, United 20, who's calling me initially?
United 602.
United 602, okay, I'm sorry, stand by. 64 Tango, thanks.
standing by, United 602.
So
Okay.
2, stand by, thank you.
Okay, we will stand by. But I think that we will be doing runway 30.
602, you'd like a PDC, you said, correct?
United 602, yes, we require PDC.
Stand by.
We will be standing by, no worries. So, per ATIS, departure runway. Let me see. Let's take a look together, guys. So, we have ATIS here, and we have arrivals. ILS 1 Charlie 1 right, 1 center 1 right, departure runway 30 or 1 left, and we have 30 here. I think we will be good. I think I will try and configure 30 and we will see if the control
American 36 X-ray established.
change something. And we are expecting Juliet Charlie
Dallas Tower, wind 020 at 9, runway 1 right, clear to land.
Juliet Charlie Oscar Bravo Yankee 4. And we will be doing I think scoop, yeah, scoop transition. Let's insert that. Let's delete the manual. Let's delete our discontinuity.
We are ready to go when you are.
Okay, Hot6 have finished the boarding.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 602 with service to Florida. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 34 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across
India
your mouth.
Lima Delta. Let's do build. Okay, here is our PDC.
For departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure.
Let's take a look. Call sign United 602. Yeah, that's us. Transponder or squawk 5676. Let's set that, guys. 5676. 5676. Nice. And let's hit ident. Nice. Okay, let's move on. We have 360. Yes. Approved route. Yeah, we have the right route. Departure control frequency 119.85. Let's tune that. 119.85. 119. 0.850. Pushback at your own discretion. Contact Dallas on 120.1 when ready for taxi. And that's it. So we are probably flying for 30. Okay, so let's move on. Guild, after Guild, we will have airway Quebec 409. Let's do that. So we're having Quebec 409. Nice. And that will go to Sierra Echo Sierra Uniform Echo. And then after that we have direct to Ascent or Echo Sierra Echo November Tango. Nice. And after Ascent we are planning our arrival, which is by sim brief, and that might change because there is actually ATC there. ILS 080 Yankee Looney 1.
Good afternoon, Lufthansa 1A Heavy with information Delta aboard type A330-900. Request back far to Boston.
And we don't have a wire. We have Ascent transition.
On runway 1 right.
Nice.
Aircraft on the ground, calling for your clearance, so stand by.
We can now turn on the fuel pumps. Next thing we will do is plan our takeoff. So let's go takeoff performance, reset everything, and let's compute. Let's just select air condition to on. What's our temperature there? 32 degrees.
45 Delta Prop, Dulles Tower, good afternoon. The wind is 020
Yeah, it's
at
pretty hot in
9er,
Kevin
runway 1
right
right, clear to land.
Let's do this.
Land, perfect, Delta Prop, thank you.
Let's start our APU so we can actually cool people down. So APU alive, let's do start. We want our APU bleed on so we can actually cool the cabin. So let's get back to this. So we will be doing 70 flex, 70 flex, flaps 1 up 1.2, flaps 1, pitch trim up.
Again, 36 X-ray left on Kilo 1, hold short Kilo.
Amazing. And we'll have 140, 140, 143. So V1 and we rotate our 140.
Kilo 1, hold short Kilo, American 36 X-ray.
And 143
traffic behind you, 4 mile final.
143 for V2.
Or just
That's
disconnect.
amazing.
Okay.
That's all good.
I'm sorry, the aircraft on the ground I was looking for their clearance. Your call sign one more time. I apologize. I was on the hotline.
Oh no, you're good. Lufthansa 1A Heavy.
The 1-8 Heavy, roger, clearance to Boston. Stand by, sir.
That's good. That's good. Okay. So now let's brief ourselves.
The 1-8 Heavy,
Let's take a look at what we expect. Okay.
Lufthansa 1A Heavy is ready to
This is
copy.
an old flight
The 1-8
plan.
Heavy, cleared to
Let's
the Boston
unload
Love
that.
International Airport via the Woolley 2 departure,
input
Swan
from
transition,
brief.
then as filed. Climb maintain 3000. Expect flight
Good.
level 300 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 119.85, squawk 6533.
Lufthansa
So
1A Heavy is cleared to Boston.
we are
Woolley 2
expecting runway
departure,
30,
radar vector Swan, and then
which
is
is
filed.
pretty good for
Climb
us.
maintain
It's
3000,
not a
expect flight level 30010 minutes
a
after
long
departure.
taxi time.
Departure is with 119.85.
So we have
squawk
wings calm for
65,
this.
Correction, 6536.
So we'll be
Lufthansa
pushing
1A
back
Heavy.
on Echo.
The 1-8 Heavy readback is correct.
And then we will
Concerning your
go
discretion,
Echo
information,
and
Charlie
Zulu
is correct.
and
Expect 30
probably
for departure.
Yankee 11.
Push and start at discretion, Charlie, and expect 30 for Lufthansa 1A Heavy.
That sounds good.
Sorry, Delta just came out, but no real changes. Information Delta.
That sounds good.
Already Roger Delta for
Okay,
1A
and then
Heavy.
for our departure, we will climb via
Correct,
SID.
Dallas information. Delta is now current. The wind is
That's a mistake.
020 at 9er altimeter 2982.
Our initial climb will be 3,000 feet. Do we have anything else here? Climb and maintain 3,000. That's correct. That's correct. So let's input that 3,000 feet. That's good.
Dallas Tower, we're doing United 2060 is we're IFR to Boston with Delta.
Okay, for secondary flight plan, let's copy active. Nice. So we have our flight plan, we have our performance, we have our init data. Let's just check
2060, roger.
accuracy.
Clear to the Boston
IRS
International
accuracy is
Airport.
pretty good. We are
It's
below
Kobe
1.
for
That's
departure,
okay.
Swan transition, then as filed. On departure, maintain 3000. Expect flight level 310 within 10 minutes after
That's
departure.
all good.
Departure is 119.85.
That's all
Squawk
good.
3666.
Let's plan for our pushback.
Boston with the Jacoby 4, Swan, then as filed, maintain 3000, expect 310 minutes after. Departure is 119.85, squawk 3666 for United 2060.
2060, readback is correct. To get pushed into the alleyway at your discretion. Expect 30 for departure.
Let's turn off external power. Let's get rid of chocks and external power. That's amazing. And we can actually start the pushback, guys. Let's go.
Grounded cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Tow is driving up. Okay, let's now see if we can get this temperature down. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down, guys. We are cooling the cabin. Everyone will be grateful for that. Let's lock the cockpit doors. Amazing. So in United States, per my understanding, I'm not an expert, we can actually push back
Okay, all doors and hatches
until
are
this
closed.
line
Ready
without
to
any
connect.
clearance. We just didn't remove the. Let's drive away. We can actually hide those, because if we drive away, they will just park here, and which is weird. We cannot afford that. So here is our plane, guys. She's ready to go. She's ready to go, guys.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Can release the parking brake now.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We are going to set this to ignition, and let's fire engine number 2. Great. I will let you enjoy the sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head.
We have it in avail.
Tighten the strap if
Engine 1.
necessary and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you is safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when
Operation complete. Go ahead and set
if
the
your life
parking
vest
brake.
does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, I will now turn the sounds down so you can actually hear me.
Cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make
Okay.
sure your seatbelts are fastened and
We're
seat
waiting
backs
for
and
second
seat
engine
belts
to
are
come
all
to
in
idle.
upright position. We remind you
Good.
that
This is
a
a sign that
non-commercial
we have
flight,
now switched
and that includes
to
safety.
generators
Tampering
instead of
with, disabling,
APU.
or destroying the
We
smoke
can
detectors
disconnect.
located in the laboratories is strictly prohibited by
We can
law.
turn off APU
All
bleed.
this
We can turn off
information and more
APU.
can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
So we'll.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, now they will disconnect the tow and we will have hand signals on the right. Here it goes. It's clear, so we can now turn off the taxi lights. We will put the flaps to 1. We will arm the speed brake. We will set out auto brake to max. That's good. We have our hand signals. That's good. And we will turn on the predicting winch here. We will not turn on the let's remove this. Oh. We will not turn on the weather radar because we don't need it. Weather is pretty nice here right now. Let's do that, guys. We are ready for taxi. Let's core the ATC. Let's call the ATC and get the taxi instructions.
30, we have Delta 1592.
Okay.
Toliss Tower, Lufthansa 18 Heavy with Delta is ready to taxi runway 30.
Lufthansa 18 Heavy, runway 30, taxi via Charlie, Zulu, Yankee 11.
Taxi runway 30 via Charlie, Zulu, Yankee 11 for Lufthansa 18 Heavy.
The charts here.
We're ready for departure.
Cabin is ready for departure, that's good. Oh. Sorry guys. Back to runway 30. Dallas Tower, hello once again. This is United 602, ready for taxi to runway 30.
United 602, verify squawk mode Charlie.
Squawk mode Charlie 602. Squawk mode Charlie. We are cooling down the cabin.
Toliss Tower, got the new American Flight 132 inbound
Let's
for
check
the
our
one right.
flight controls.
3132 Toliss Tower, good afternoon. The wind 020 at 9 and runway 1 right, clear to land. 1 right, clear to land, American Flight 132,
All
thanks.
flight controls look well.
602, thank you.
Let's
Runway 30, taxi via
pitch stream
Echo,
to 1.2.
Zulu, Yankee 11.
Pitch stream 1.2. That's amazing. United 602, can you come again if that was for us?
United 602, roger. Runway 30, taxi via Echo, Zulu, Yankee 11.
Echo Zulu Yankee 11 to runway 30 for United 602, thank you. So we are doing Echo, Zulu and then Yankee 11 to runway 30 guys. Let's do that. We can do takeoff config as well. That's good, and then we only need to advise the cabin, but we will do that when we approach the runway. And we can start taxiing guys. Let's give a little bit of power to right engine so we can get her moving.
Dallas Tower, November 4464 Tango at General Aviation with Delta, ready for taxi.
We can start elapsed
Tango,
time.
runway 1 right, taxi via Juliet 1 kilo.
That's good, and we will start chronometer once we...
1 right, via Juliet 1 kilo, 4464 Tango.
Here is the Lufthansa guys. Lufthansa 330, Airbus A330. It's Lufthansa 18, but Airbus A330. They're taxiing probably to runway 30. They will departure before us, which means that we should be pretty careful for the turbulence they will create. That turbulence can be pretty significant sometimes. I saw some crazy videos out there, crazy videos of planes getting caught in that turbulence. Sorry for that guys. I will just log into my smart cars as I'm using this for my company. I'm actually flying guys United Virtual. Your aircraft must be stationary. Let's be stationary for a couple of seconds. Okay, now we can go. I'm glad I remembered to do that. I would be very mad if I didn't. It would be a shame to lose this flight. I'm flying for United Virtual guys, so I really like to make flight sim as immersive as possible for myself. Okay, we're having a little bit of power here, not too much. Okay, so Echo, and we are doing next left to Zulu. Oh, a little bit too much on the rudder. Nose wheel tiller. So for the 90 degrees turns, we must decrease the speed to
Lufthansa 18 Heavy on departure, turn right turn heading
less than 10.
320, 1020 at 9 runway 30, clear for takeoff.
On departure, right turn 320 and clear for takeoff runway 30 for Lufthansa 18 Heavy.
Let's go, we make this turn. Nice and easy, guys, nice and easy. Amazing. She's doing it beautifully. I really love Toliss mods. They're amazing. Okay, let's give her a little bit of power. Nice.
Number 4464 Tango, I just want to confirm your slant Golf. Are you able to fly an RNAV departure? Affirmative, 64 Tango.
Just
confirm thanks.
calibrate the Toliss a little bit. It always needs a little bit of calibration with the yeah, that's better. It always needs a little bit of calibration with AIRBUS Thrustmaster pack. I don't know why. Okay, we are doing everything as we should. Now here we'll go left on Yankee 11. Let's go left to Yankee 11, guys. Let's slow her down a little bit. It is a high speed turn, but
heavy contact with Toliss departure, good day.
we still want to be careful.
Departure on 119.85 for Lufthansa 1A Heavy. Thanks, Charlie. Help, see you.
602 Dallas Tower, runway 30, line up away.
602, line up and vent right, and 30. We have our clearance to line up and wait, so let's give a call to our cabin. Let's make them advised. And we can now turn on the strobe lights, and we can turn on the landing lights, and we can actually line up this runway. So left clear, we don't have any incoming traffic. Let's start our chronometer.
And Star United 2060 is holding short of Zulu, ready to taxi 30.
United 2060, runway 30, taxi via Zulu, Yankee 11.
Yankee 11, 2060, thanks.
64 Tango, do you want to take a left right there, Kilo 8, runway 1 right at Kilo 8?
From Kilo 8, 446 Tango.
64 Tango, roger, runway 1 right at Kilo 8, line up away.
She is just beautiful.
Runway 1 at Kilo 8, line up and wait, 446 Tango.
At 602 on departure, turn right heading 320, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
United 602, after departure, heading 330, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
At 602, runway 30, heading 320, 320, clear for takeoff.
320, heading 320 for United 602, clear for takeoff. Okay.
1532, holding 0.
So we'll be doing heading 320. Let's pull the engines.
Give way to company traffic, passing right to left, runway 30, taxi via Zulu, Yankee 11.
Zulu, Yankee 11, after the company 1532.
3132, roger, thanks. Left on the high speed on Kilo 2, do you know where you're parking?
Anywhere in Concourse Bravo's fine, American 3132.
Engines to flex. Airspeed is alive.
Okay, 3132, roger, you can taxi to the right.
80 knots checked.
Kilo 2, Kilo
100 knots
Charlie.
checked.
We ran by Kilo 2, Kilo Charlie, thank you, American 3132.
We have a little bit of crosswind here. V1, rotate. And positive rate of climb, gear up. And let's do the heading 320. Gear is up. That's good.
602, right turn heading 320 on contact Potomac departure 119.85.
119.85 and heading 320 for United 602.
Sport Tango, I'll get you out of here in just a moment. I gotta make sure it's not gonna be a different... Not 18, are you still with me? Whoops.
We have now the message to put thrust to climb. And let's reduce the climb as we are maintaining 3,000 feet. Dallas approach, hello, this is United 602, maintaining 3,000 feet, flying heading 320.
United 602, Potomac departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000, turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, climb maintain 17,000, United 602. So we are aiming for 17,000. We have passed the Sierra speed, so we can put flaps up. We are still hand flying her. I will not turn the autopilot yet. I will do so after we stabilize on the climb.
United 602, clear to direct to Riggins.
602, clear direct Romeo India Golf November Zulu. Okay, we are directing to Golf India November Romeo India Golf November Zulu. Beg my pardon. So let's climb. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Look at her, guys. Isn't she beautiful?
Southwest 2877, Baltimore Airport will be at up to 11 o'clock and about 18 miles when you have an incident. Southwest 2877 looking.
Let's do the
602, contact
autopilot.
Washington Center 133.72.
133.72 for United 602. So 133.725.
Washington departure, Southwest 415 climbing through.
Nice. Washington control, United 602, passing 8,500 for flight level 17,000.
United 602, so center climb, I think above 360.
Climb and maintain 360, United 602. Let's do that climb to 360.
We are now passing through 10,000.
We're passing 10,000, so let's turn off
As a reminder,
landing lights.
fasten while you're speeding and do not congregate in galley or
Everything else looks good.
connected to Wi-Fi
for
internet access. We do offer
JetBlue 95 watts and center hello, I'll have higher for you here.
We will keep the seatbelts until we pass this waypoint, just in case, because it's a turn and we don't want anybody walking around the cabin when we do this kind of turn. So we'll not unfasten the seatbelts even though we passed 110,000.
Washington Center Air Transit 75 Heavy back with you.
We are slowly climbing. still looks like we will have the full coverage to Jacksonville on VATSIM, which will be amazing. It really adds on the immersion. So one more turn, we're passing Jacobi and we are inbound Bravo Alpha Uniform Golf Hotel. After that waypoint we will turn off the seatbelt so passengers can actually go to the toilet or stretch their legs. Okay, that's really good. She's flying really nice. Let's turn on the weather radar now.
American 1061 watching center, hello.
So we are passing 17,000 and once we passed 18,000 we are switching to standard pressurization.
Up to 4.
So we have 7 miles more to go to the bow, however you want to read it, waypoint. Okay, this is a sign we should switch to standard pressurization. Let's do that. In America, transitional level for the whole country is 18,000 or 18,000, however you want to pronounce it.
Center, Southwest 415 climbing through 11,500 for 19,000.
Southwest 415 watch on the center, hello, I'm maintaining flight level 340.
Southwest 415 up to 340.
Center 1482, contact Jacksonville, center 127.87. Archer center,
Okay, we are making this turn.
yeah, that was...
It's very good.
That was for United 1485, contact Jacksonville Center 127.87. Center, you mean 1482? Yes, I'm sorry, I can't read. No problem, over to Jacksonville Center.
Look at those clouds, they look pretty nice. I think X-Plane made a lot of progress in past couple of updates. Clouds are looking much better now.
Archer Center, how's it going?
I also have Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'll speak about that a little bit later.
United 2060, watch on the center, hello, maintain flight level 310.
The 310,
So let's turn off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Step off the JetBlue 95, report back. Will do.
So cabin is now actually at 20 degrees, so let's switch those three. We don't want to make it too cold.
Washington Center, Pat 099, 12,000. At 099, Washington Center, hello. The Raleigh altimeter is 2980. 2980, Pat 099.
She's flying really nice.
10185, contact Potomac approach 119.85.
She's doing it really nice.
Delta 2185, contact Potomac approach 119.85. 119.85, Delta 2185, there.
Washington Center, 1532, passing 7,800 for 170.
Out of 1532 watts from the center, hello, climb, maintain flight level 350.
350.
It's really nice. We are climbing out. Our top of climb is at Skog, as it seems. So by then we should reach the 360, flight level 360. And total flight time should be around 1 hour 40 minutes, and we have 13 minutes being airborne, maybe 12. So which means that we should be getting to our destination in around 1 hour 20 minutes. It's not like a long flight, but it's a nice one. I actually chosen this one because we didn't switch this back to normal. Let's do that. And let's also disarm the. Okay, that's good. I actually chose this flight tonight because I saw that VATSIM is crowded, and I really like to do when I have full flight coverage. That's pretty exciting.
American 2702? Good evening, how are you? Oh, well, hope the same for you.
Okay. So yeah, regarding the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I actually have that one as well. I own it.
In Washington, Central, I think recovered from
I bought
CGD, so
a lot of add-ons for it. Like, I have Phoenix 320, I have PMDG 737 700 and 737 800 as well. And I have like a bunch of custom scenery for it, like probably like 40 plus custom airports. Both in the United States and Europe and Asia. So I really bought and invested a lot in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Recently, when I say recently, it was actually like a couple months ago, I actually decided to switch to the XP12 for a couple of reasons. So first things first, for me, flight simulation is purely airlines. So I don't almost ever do general aviation. I'm not into it, it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm very, very rarely doing general aviation. Practically, like, if I do general aviation, that's to explore the scenery I just did. I mean, I did a couple of general aviation flights in my hometown because I just wanted to see how it does look in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, that's probably the first thing everyone did for MSFS. Just go and find your house in the game, which was like probably like day one I got it. But overall, I switched to XP12 couple of reasons, as I said. First things first, it has just better variety of different airliners. And as I said, airliners are probably the main thing why I'm playing flight simulators. And I'm really into tracking airlines, being like on top of what's happening currently. I really like to explore different planes, to learn about procedures. I love flying in real life as well. I mean, as a passenger, of course. I'm not really a pilot or anything similar. But I really like the variety of planes XP offers currently. So for XP12, I have like Flight Factor 757, all versions, 767s, all versions, 350. Toliss 319, 321 CEO and NEO, and I'll very soon acquire 320 NEO from Toliss or Flight Factor 320. I will see which ones of those do. So the only airliners I miss for Toliss practically are 340, A340 from Toliss. Why did I not buy that one? For one simple reason, it's just very high-end price, and don't get me wrong, it's absolutely amazing. Like the level of details, it's worth it. So I can see that, but like my point of view is like I do not fly unrealistic flights. What does that mean? So I will never do Ryanair A320 flight. Why? Because Ryanair does not have Airbus A320. So I'm only doing real world ops. I can deviate a little bit from it. What does that mean? So okay, we have like, let's say JFK to Los Angeles route that United flies with, I don't know, 777. And I know that United also has 767. So I can fly that with 767. That's okay. That's still like very close to real world operations. But I cannot do United 350. They don't have 350. I will never fly United 350. So that's why for me A340 from Toliss, it's not a good buy, because it's A340-600, and practically only Lufthansa is right now flying 600 in real life. So for me to justify $90 plane, I need more operators. It's nice. If I buy it, I will probably fly Lufthansa a couple of days, A340. It will be pretty nice, but then I will get bored of Lufthansa and only fly in and out of Frankfurt München and only do like long haul. So for me to buy a plane, I really need to have realistic volume and good volume of realistic operations with that plane, so I can justify spending the money on it, if you understand what I mean. That's why I didn't buy A340-600. I will probably not buy it. Probably, maybe if there is some crazy discount in November for Black Friday, and it gets like 50% off, or 40% off at least, maybe I can justify that, just to try, because I saw some YouTubers flying it, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. On the other side, one airliner I did not acquire yet is QNH. It's not QNH, sorry, it's QH 400. And I will buy that one, that's for sure. There are also a couple of airliners out there which I'm considering, like McKnight 787. The reason why I still haven't bought that one is that I'm not satisfied with the level of immersion with that add-on. I've watched dozens of streams, and I mean even the hood is not working properly. VNAV and LNAV are just not where they should be. I saw that McKnight actually released the update recently, so that's good. I appreciate that. So if they actually continue updating, if they actually continue updating the plane and really working on it, I can see myself buying it. Just adjust this. Yeah, I can see myself buying it.
2060 New York's offline. You leave my space radar since it's Tony.
But at this point, it's not good enough for me to spend the money on it, especially because it's like $45. I mean, Phoenix in NSFS is like 2060. And like we all know what level of system depth and immersion depth is Phoenix. You cannot compare it. So for that reason, I still have not bought the one. Then there is like SSG 747-800, which is kind of decent. from what I saw, it's a little bit better even than Mach 9787. So that is a potential plane I might acquire soon. It's a little bit lower in volume so you can hear me better. So that's one plane I'm pretty much considering. I think it might be the next buy for me. I really like 747-800. I would probably prefer it to like 400 variant. But 800 is good as well. There is Lufthansa, there's also passenger variant operating the plane. And then there is a lot of cargo operators. I like cargo version as well. On the other side, I know that flight factor is actually working, and it should be over soon, hopefully. I know they're working on the 777 version 2, and they're also working on 787. So once that's released, and hopefully, from what I heard, 777 V2 should be out this year. So if it gets out this year, that would be amazing. I will be buying that one day one, probably. Most probably. So I will be buying that immediately. 777 is probably the most utilized plane for long haul and cruise travel. And I really like the plane, so day one it gets released every month, that's for sure. And from what they previewed so far, like immersion levels are amazing. So it will be pretty much study level. Flight Factor really has some good planes. Like I saw that they're entering A320 with latest updates is really good. 767, 757, I love them. I've flown them really like a lot of hours, and I really love them. So we have pretty much
American 1694 pilots discretion to set a maintain 5,000, the Wilmington altimeter 2979er. Pilots discretion to 5,279er, American 1694.
so
American 1605, contact Jacksonville, center 127.87. American 605, contact Jacksonville, center 127.87. American 1061, descend via the CAPS 3 arrival.
American 1061, descend via the CAP 1 arrival.
The CAPS 3 arrival.
3 arrival.
So we'll be flying in Washington airspace for probably like
November Papa Victor 482 27, maintain Mach 0.76.
I don't have any Jacksonville scenery, so let's see how the default scenery looks like.
0.76, Victor 4227. United 602, maintain Mach 0.80 or greater. United 602, maintain Mach 0.80 or greater.
United 602, maintain Mach 0.80 or greater. A319 is not great at having that speed, but we will do what we can.
Okay, what's the best you can do then?
If we can get 0.79, that would be more suitable for this time.
Okay, Mach 0.79.
United 602, Mach 0.7. So we need to have some separation, obviously. Somebody is probably behind us. Yeah, we are having traffic behind us. Let's do that.
Washington Center.
We'll just do
Good evening,
this,
United 315. Flight level 370 on for Garrett.
I don't know why we are not allowed to do
315, roger. Washington Center, hello.
0.79 managed.
Air Transit 75, leave Myers, please. For change of housing per ship, nice flight.
What's actually A319 cruise speed, maximum cruise speed? Yeah, it's 0.78. It's really designed to fly 0.78. So that's why probably we are not able to select 0.79 in managed. But we'll fly 0.79. It will probably increase the fuel burn a little bit. I think we should be fine. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, she has maximum.
099 proceed direct. Acino at Acino, clear now left runway 23.
Maybe fine. Yes.
Proceed direct. Acino at Acino, clear ILS 23 at 099.
That's nice.
At Washington Center, desk specific altitude, mission descend to United 2603.
You have the Cavalier, standby. I'll just tell you what you need to be at. At 2603, you're descending to 4,000.
Descending to 4,000 United 2603.
Good evening, then. Center
Nice.
Delta 711 with the flight level 3.0. Delta 711, Washington Center, hello.
So we are now doing 0.785, 786. She's struggling a little bit to get to 0.79. We are quite there, but yeah, she's struggling a little bit. We are doing 80% of thrust and 1% is 80, around 80%, and 2% is at around 88. It's good. It's good. I don't think we'll have any issues with her flying these speeds. So let's watch her maybe from this angle, guys.
Center American 1554, climbing through 1010,000 for 19,000.
American 1554, Washington Center, hello, comment, flight level 340.
Climb to 340, American 1554.
So just to fill you in regarding my background,
Washington, sorry,
I mean,
14,
if you're watching this, you probably wonder, who am I? Why do I do this? So, my name is Marko, I'm from Serbia, Belgrade, and the reason I actually started streaming is that I am into aviation for quite some time, and I always watched streams of other YouTubers, like, I don't know, XP12, Captain Canada, I don't know, Blue, another streamer, Dwyer even. So a lot of streamers out there which were inspiration for me, and recently I got the new PC which actually enabled me to do a live stream. With my previous rig I was just not able to do a live stream with decent enough quality, so I was not even going to try it. But now I can actually do it, and for those reasons I decided to try it out. I don't expect to have like hundreds of viewers or something. I would just like to try this, as I like flight simulators a lot, and additionally I have some spare time, so when I have it I will try to stream. My goal is to just do what I prefer to do and just do what I love, and I love this. So hopefully you guys will appreciate it, and if I get like, you know, like 5 views, 10 views, I mean that will be a dream coming true. And, either way, like, thank you very much for even considering to watch me if you are doing so. And if this grows by any chance, if I start getting some viewers, etc., I will probably invest to improve even more, and I will learn how to improve even more.
Runway 23, clear land at 099.
Either way, I'm not. I mean, this is not my full-time job. I'm not having an aviation full-time job, and I'm not having a YouTube full-time job. My full-time job is something totally different. Not even related to anything regarding aviation.
We have the weather at Wilmington. Visual approach at 24, thank you, sir.
I mean, it's kind of related to YouTube a little bit. Not too much. It's related to digital media, that's for sure. So we're cruising along very nicely. If you just joined, this is the AIRBUS A319 from United. We are doing Washington Dallas to Jacksonville on Watson. It's United 602 if you want to look it up on Watson.
Maintain correction, resume normal speed. United 602, resume normal speed.
United 602, resume normal speed. So we have permission to return to 0.68, sorry, 0.78, not 0.78. Let's do that. Do that and reduce the thrust maybe a little bit with that, which will reduce our fuel usage. So we are currently burning 2 tons in both engines combined, 2 tons per hour. We have 5 tons of fuel, which means that we have more than enough to just finish this flight and land in Jacksonville.
So 1498 units frequency.
So we have around 300 miles more until our top of descent. We have quite some time until the top of descent. There is a bunch of traffic on Watson.
Washington Center, good afternoon. Delta 1498 with you, flight level 380. Delta 1498, Washington Center. Hello, squawk 3552. Squawk 3552 for Delta 1498.
I'm trying to look on Watson why we were asked to do 0.79. I don't see any traffic immediately behind us, so I don't know why we were asked to do that. I mean, I suppose the controller was making kind of separation. I'm just not sure why. But yeah.
That is 2603, contact Potomac
regardless
approach
of why
119.85.
you need to always honor the command, kind of command, from the
That is
ATC.
2603, contact Potomac approach 119.85. Contacting 119.85, United 2603.
cruising along.
American 31, 32 radar contact lost.
In the future, I will also be doing the flights with
1498
my
radar
brother.
contact,
He's
85
having
miles
an
northeast,
SFS.
Baltimore, vortex
So
low.
we will do kinda like duo flights, probably to start from our home
31,
airport.
32 radar contact, 40 miles south, correction, 30 miles southwest, Baltimore vortex.
That's going to be excellent regarding us. So yeah, we'll probably do joint flights, like dual flights. We'll probably do it to start off from our home airport, which is Liebe, Belgrade airport. So we'll probably do like seasonal routes from Belgrade to Hurghada or something like that, to try it out in Lazio. We have probably around 15-20 minutes in Washington airspace, and then we will be switching to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, like to be honest, Jacksonville is so confusing right now. They have like 6 different controllers. Yeah, 6 different controllers in Jacksonville right now for the aerial control, and then on Jacksonville Airport we have tower and ground.
Washington Center, hello, Delta 816, with you, flight level 330, 35 miles from the Morgantown VOR.
The 16 watts in the center, hello, squawk 3507.
I think here we switch to Jacksonville, which is around 80 miles more. That's good.
Delta 711, descend via the camp,
I think we can actually
for arrival.
start planning the
Descend via the camp before arrival for
we can actually start planning the arrival. So let me first actually check the ATIS. Jacksonville. So ATIS says that we have 32 degrees temperatures, and let me maybe move this to make graph full screen. So we have 32 degrees temperatures,
American 1694, tunnel into 090, vectors for approach.
Left turn 090, American 1694.
Runway approach runways available on request. I'll approach runways 8 and 14, and we are planning runway 8, which is pretty okay. That means it will probably be fine. You can see here that we are currently around the midpoint of our flight. So regarding the descent, let's do this here.
Delta 8, correction, Delta 816 radar contact, descend via the gauge for arrival, Delta's landing north.
Okay, let's find Jacksonville and let's look at the
Descend via
charts.
the gauge for arrival, and we'll be planning on landing Delta 816.
Let's do that. So for
American
arrivals,
1061 contact, Potomac approach 119.850.
we are actually planning for
American 1061 contact, Potomac approach 119.85.
we are planning
American
for
1061, sorry about that. I'm focused on my autopilot. What's that Toliss approach?
Contact Potomac approach
so
119.85.
Looney 1.
American 1061, contact Spotter approach. Thank you.
So we'll be flying
Ball 1445, descend via the cap 3 arrival.
to Godbe. On Godbe we should be on probably
North to
260,
Cap 3,
and then
Cap
from
3
Godbe to
arrival,
Looney, on
1445.
Looney we should be 12000.
Watch the center, gate exit on Delta
And then
1545,
from Looney
level 350 has
we
its
are
gate.
going to
Delta 1545 on
Savai,
center, hello.
and then to Penze. On Penze we should be on 4000. Okay, that's good.
We start our descent for Delta 711.
So let's
Descend
remove
via the
this one.
camp clear for arrival.
This one we don't need. For Jacksonville,
111.
let's also have a less Yankee runway 8. So 110.7. Let me just check if that's already there. Better to do this very early. so we don't forget anything. Yeah, you can see here it's not tuned.
Hillman side American 1694. American 1694, clear visual approach runway 24. The visual 24, American 1694.
Let me just do it like this and save it. Okay, that's good. So let's now see. We'll have
Southwest 415, contact Jacksonville, correction, Jacksonville Center 127.87.
110.77. So 110.7.
Southwest 415 over Jacksonville 127.87. Thank you for the job.
77. So we have that. And for the descent, we're doing 4,000 feet probably. Initially probably less. I mean it's very high probability, and that's pretty much very common in the United States. Like whenever there is ATC, I usually get vectors instead of
almost out of fuel. It's semi-clear to go.
flying. This will be here. Let's just remove it. So I usually get vectors instead of flying with waypoints. So I expect vectors this time as well.
Is Lima Alpha 1818, proceed to
Probably after loading, we might get vectors.
Romeo Zulu Zulu. Lima Alpha over 1A1A, can you repeat it?
And for the weather, at Jacksonville,
Washington Center Delta 2729 with you flight level 370, and we have a request. So 2729 Washington Center, hello, what's the request? Just about 5 minutes away, Delta 2729. We'll report back. Alright, we'll report back, 2729.
how should I see the weather here?
Delta Bravo, flight level 310. Sorry, say again.
No, I cannot.
Airwings Delta Bravo, flight level 310.
Okay, we'll find that matter online.
Airplane 9 Delta Bravo, Washington Center, hello, squawk 3542.
Okay, we are having
3542. Washington Center, United 1398, 350.
So we'll be having the
United 1398, Washington Center, hello, squawk, correction, squawk 3562.
yeah,
3562, United
for
1398.
online matter,
Contact
we'll
Jacksonville
be
Center 127.87.
having some rain in Jacksonville. Okay, so we should have altimeter 298.
United 602, contact Jacksonville Center 127.87.
Good for us.
American 1694, runway 24, clear line to wind 20011,
It should
gust
be
19.
too early for us.
Clear to wind 24, American 1694. Delta 5592, contact Jacksonville Center 127.87. Forward Jacksonville Center 12787 for Delta 67 to have a great day, sir. Bye-bye. November Papa Victor 4227, contact Jacksonville Center 127.87.
Control United 602, should we also switch to Jacksonville?
Yeah, I told you 4 times. Jacksonville Center 2787.
2787, sorry for that.
November Papa Victor
It's too early
4227,
for
contact
us to
Jacksonville
switch to
Center
Jacksonville.
127.87.
If I look at map, we are not still past that line.
With you, flight level 360. Delta 5592, Jackson.
Control first. Jacksonville Center, United 602, cruising 360.
United 602, Jacksonville Center.
Okay, we are identified, that's good. So there's actually a lot of clouds and things happening. We are expecting some bad weather, to be honest, guys. Let's see which kind of what wind we can expect? It's 32 degrees and rain. That's
Good
crazy.
evening, November Papa Victor 4227 inbound level 380. November Papa Victor 4227 Jacksonville Center, roger.
Nice, so it's not so windy. We will get slight tail crossing kind of, which is fine.
Can we resume normal speed?
Which is fine, guys. Just fine. It will be
Victor,
kind of five
November Papa Victor 4227 on negative, actually, you got a guy ahead, we got 20 miles on trail for restrictions, so you're gonna have to stay where you are.
So let me see.
That was the number 8227.
And temperature is 32 and minimums are, what are the minimums? Minimums are
November 6 or X-ray, descend via the stock car through arrival, heading north, Charlotte altimeter is 2982.
yeah, it's 200 DH or 230 DA. Okay, we're doing DH.
Say again for November 360 X-ray.
We will be doing light slope, so we'll have light slope. So
X-ray, descend via the stock car 3, arrival, landing north, Charlotte altimeter 2982. Descend via the stock car 3, arrival, landing north, altimeter 2982, November 360 X-ray.
So that's ready now. We now have our approach info ready.
466 will maintain level 370.
Moving along. Just bird is nice. I heard that United is also getting the 319s with CFM engines. I don't know if it's true, to be honest. I think I heard somewhere that they are actually buying some A319s from EasyJet. As I said, I'm not sure it's true. I think that's what I heard. It may be true, to be honest. I'm pretty surprised that United is so late in buying.
Jacksonville Center, good afternoon. Southwest 1048 with you. Climbing 17.
So yeah, one thing I'm pretty surprised is that like Jackson, they are so late in buying
What's 1048 Jacksonville Center, call maintain level 340. Climbing maintain,
that's pretty good for me, to be honest. Because I mean, I would just expect them to be on that race. You know, I mean, American has A321s, Delta has A321s. I'm speaking about NEOs. So pretty much every big carrier in the States operates those. And then like in Europe, they're also pretty popular. Like I don't know any major airlines not operating A321 NEOs right now. In the States, there is also like JetBlue. JetBlue is also doing like transatlantic with LRs. In Europe, you have Wizz Air, EasyJet, low cost doing A321 NEOs, and then like you have like British, Lufthansa, TAP Air Portugal, Swiss Air, Air France doesn't have it. I think they don't have it. But like pretty much everybody are into A321 LRs right now, and XLRs, and even the standard just Neo variant. So everyone is buying it, and I'm very surprised that United still hasn't acquired their first one. I know that they actually ordered two, but two is like it's kind of lame. I mean, to order 2 planes, I mean, for airline...
1985, contact Washington Center, 133.72.
So like, for the airline with United size, and for airline of like with United reputation, like they're doing massive orders when they order. And right now they have, yeah, they have 4. They have just 4 in order, and they have like 20. They have like 25 737 Maxes on order. So they're ordering 10 737 Max 8s, 6 737 Max 9s, and 9 737 Max 10s. And just 4, as I said, A321 Neos. I don't know which variant. I think it might be long range, but don't believe me on my word. We need to check that. But yeah, my point is like I'm very surprised they're not doing it. I think that A321 Neo LR should actually replace their 757s. I think that United CMO and CEO and CFO recently spoke about how they need to replace 757s and 767s actually as well. For 767s, they can keep the 400, but I think the 300s are actually the ones which will need to be replaced in next 5 to 7 years. For 757, I think they have like maybe 3 or 4 years to replace those. Because like I know that 757s from Delta and United are reaching the maximum number of pressurization cycles, so I think they will just need to replace those. And for me, like 757 is a very versatile plane, and it can really do a lot of good things. And I know that like it's not an easy thing to replace those. 127, let me just change the frequency. It's too quiet, so I'm just afraid that we maybe. Oh, it's good. Oh, I accidentally did this, but let it stay until we start up the descent. So yeah.
5592, same Mach number. Boeing 77, Delta Piston, Vehicle 0.78. 5592, increase Mach 0.78.
So yeah, as I said, like for me,
Jacksonville,
the easiest no-brainer is to replace
Number Papa Victor 4227, what is your Mach number?
57s with A321 LR. Or maybe even XLR, but XLR is still like,
step away, no problem.
I mean it's still kinda like in progress. I saw that FAA is actually making Airbus tweak make Airbus slightly change the fuel capacity. I don't know how will that impact the range. We'll see. But overall, I mean, it's still solid replacement for 757. I mean, it's not only like a solid replacement. I think it's only replacement. Like maybe another one I can see replacing 757 is A330 800. But for me, surprisingly, 800, A330 Neo 800 is like nobody's buying it. Literally nobody. Like, who is buying 330 Neo? They're buying like 900 variant. Nobody's buying 330 800. So that's very weird. I don't know why. I think that might actually be another replacement for 757-300 maybe. But again, on the other side, United does not operate a single 330 right now, and they do operate 320 family. They have 320s, 319s. So 321 Neo is actually a no-brainer if you ask me how to replace the 757 for United. So we'll see. They ordered 4. Once they get those, they will probably see how to fit them in like route scheduling I think after that they might actually make a much bigger order, which would make a lot of sense if you ask me. So we'll see how that goes. I'm very curious to see that. So yeah, either way guys, we have less than 120 miles until our top of descent. I actually expect ATC to contact us pretty soon to actually give us instructions for the descent. We will see. Check the maps actually. We see Jacksonville still has tower, still has control. We should have the full coverage until the very end of the flight, which is so exciting. We, in total, I think we have around 230 miles to go. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty close. 240 is this line here, and we have a little bit less than that. So we have around 230 miles to go, which is not so far off, to be honest. We're doing a nice progress here, cruising at Mach 0.78. At 360. Let's see. Soon we'll probably have the ATC help us for a descent. Yeah, when I was speaking about 757s and 767s, just one more thought there. I really kind of sad that those planes will be out of service like moderately soon. Okay, 767s will fly longer than 757s, that's for sure. And it's kind of totally different plane as well. Like 757s are just older and they're feeling different shoes than 767. 767 is just like more of a long haul aircraft. 767s regularly fly like 10 hours flights. I know that like United uses 764 for the route from Washington, Dallas to Sao Paulo, which is probably around 10 hours.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 2226, flight level 370.
Okay, this is another airplane. So yeah, as I said, like I know that they are actually like regularly doing 10-hour flights with 767s. 757s are not doing that. 757s are doing like 7 hours, 8 hours flights at most. Like you can connect like United States East Coast, which means like New York, Boston, with like I would say London, Paris, and that's practically it. Maybe they're doing like Stockholm with 757s, but that's practically it.
Center, Southwest 2226.
321 Neo just can do that.
Go ahead.
It's made for that.
Southwest 2226, checking in, flight level 370.
I mean, JetBlue is regularly doing like GFK
Southwest 2226,
Heathrow
Jackson.
with 321. Actually, I also know that Aer Lingus, the Irish operator, is doing A321 Neos from Dublin to which is very close to London on a larger scale of things. So they're also doing like Dublin to New York. I think even maybe Washington. And like XLR can do like Rome to Washington. I mean, it's crazy. So like 321 can replace M5s in terms of range. That's my point. And I think that's the most logical replacement, if you ask me. But we will see. I mean, when you're thinking about it, of course, the United States carrier will prefer Boeing. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Boeing is an American company, and like if you're an American airline company, like you want to buy domestic planes, you probably get. I'm assuming, but you also probably get like better tax deals, and you probably just get a better price overall.
thank you on November 42, 97.
Plane speeding up. So yeah, I mean, you generally will prefer to buy a domestic plane, which is, I mean, no no-brainer. I mean, it's same for like Air France. Of course, they will prefer Airbus. Why would Air France buy 737s? Absolutely no reason. They will buy Airbus planes. It's just easy as that. That's the reason why also like Air France is into A350s more and more, and they're trying to replace, I think, 777s with A350s long term. 777s will fly for a long time. But yeah, like.
November 360 X-ray, contact Charlotte approach 120.5. Good night.
Okay. I don't know if that was for us.
November 360 X-ray, Jacksonville.
360.
November 360 X-ray, I'm sorry, I switched the wrong comm over. I am at flight level 180.
No problem, sir. Contact Charlotte approach now 120.5.
Contact approach on 120.5.
Okay, so which approach is that? I don't see any approach. That's weird. So we are around 188 miles to go.
Southwest 1048, contact JACKS 126.35. Contact Jacksonville Center 126, that's 135, Southwest 1048.
We are very close to being 160 miles from the Jacksonville, and we are around 65, let's say 65, 64 miles from the top of descent. So let's once more take a look at our SID.
Yeah, 602, contact Jacksonville Center 126.35.
126.35 for United 602.
That's all correct, sir. Have a good night.
126.35. Let me just check. 126.35, yeah. Okay, let's switch that. 126. 0.35.
Jackson, Southwest 2226.
Okay, that makes sense. Jackson only center, hello, this is United 602, flight level 360.
United 602, Jacksonville Center, welcome.
United 602, can we just confirm our star with you?
And United 602, I have you on the Looney 1 arrival.
Correct, Looney 1 arrival, planning for ILS 08, United 602.
That sounds right.
Okay, so we are doing Looney 1, and we are doing 08.
148, Jacksonville Center, welcome.
So, on the
5255, just to maintain flight level
ascent, Echo Sierra, Echo November Tango, we should be at 280, and we are doing 360, and we only have around maybe 10-11 miles. Yeah, it's around 11 miles separation between top of descent and ascent. Can we descend from 360 to 280 in 10 miles? Tough one. But okay, it's just the start of our top of descent. It's just start of our descent, so it's not a huge thing. We'll see. what the ATC will give us. We'll just advise them that we are very close to top of descent very soon. Jacksonville is somewhere out there. Let me see if meta are changed. If they updated the meta report.
Guided 148 descend via the baggy 3 arrival and the altimeter 2981.
And via the baggy 3 arrival and altimeter 2981, 39148, thank you.
Yeah, meta is still the same. Nothing changed. That's okay.
Jackson Center, hello, JetBlue 292, 10.3 for 15. Blue 292, Jack Center, climb maintain level 350. Maintain level 350, JetBlue 292.
Show is cruising very nicely.
Blue 801, contact Miami on 126.905, yeah. Blue 801, contact Miami 126.905.
Miami Center 126.905, see ya.
So very soon we will start our descent into the Jacksonville. That's nice. Sorry that I was a little bit more quiet for a couple of minutes. I'm just trying to.
Good evening, this is 1039, flight level 350.
So we should advise the ATC that we are actually. We're having 4 miles until top of descent, so let's advise them. Jacksonville Center, hello, United 602. We are 3 nautical miles from our top of descent.
United 602, roger, descend via the Looney 1 arrival, runway 8 transition, JACKS altimeter 2981.
Descent via Looney 1 arrival for runway 8, and altimeter 29081 for United 602.
Wings 6044, contact Orlando approach 124.8.
So let's initiate our descent.
Orlando approach 124.8.
So we should descend via
See ya, thank you.
star.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 341 with
So
you.
let's do exactly that, guys.
Flight level 145, climbing to 15,000. The 341, hello Jacksonville Center. Proceed direct dev roll, climb and maintain flight level 300. Delta 341, direct dev roll, climb and maintain flight level 300.
It's a little bit a steep descent because autopilot is trying to catch the rate of descent. Okay, it's catching it, so now it will decrease the rate of descent. That's good. Okay, so we are now catching the rate of descent. We can maybe use, we don't need speed brake, we are pretty good on speed. It's pretty good. It's not right on point where it should be, but it's pretty close. And we will decrease in speed soon. So regarding constraints, we should be 1-2000 at Looney. So we should achieve that, no worries. We will not fasten the seat belts. Still, it's too soon. We will probably turn on the seatbelt signs as we approach 15,000, maybe even 18,000 at our transition level. She is gorgeous, guys. She is gorgeous. That's for sure. She is just beautiful, guys.
Jack Center, Delta 1039, do you have CP DLC? Delta 1039 negative, sir. Okay, Delta 1039. They've really optimized it more so for Europe, but we might get it eventually once we upgrade to this new software that we're supposed to be getting soon. Yeah, I noticed it's, I've never seen it in the US, but it's all good, Delta 1039.
So yeah, you can see our speed is now actually where it should be, 285 knots, which is good. We're having healthy rate of descent, descending 2000 feet per minute, so we're doing pretty nice. She is just beautiful, guys.
That was 1048, descend and maintain flight level 300. Descend and maintain flight level 300.
So we're passing 250 soon. At 18,000 we will just switch to the altimeter. Altimeter here right now at Jacksonville is 2981.
At 148, contact Jacksonville Center on 153.32, see ya.
153.32 for United 148, we'll see ya, have a great night.
I'm not sure why we are not.
5255, contact Miami 126.905, see ya.
126.905 to 255.
Yeah, this is the reason this is not to scale, so we are still not on the chart.
1551, 12000, climb at 15. Gone 1551, Jacksonville Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 300, that'll be your final. 300 for the final, Midcon 1551. Midcon 1551, you can proceed direct deb roll. Direct deb roll, Midcon 1551. It's 602, Jacksonville approach is getting offline, and pretty much everyone else in JACKS airspace is getting off as well, so radar service terminated, frequency change of advisories approved. Have a good night.
That's a shame. Frequency change approved. Good night.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so guys.
JetBlue 292, same for you, sir, going northbound, everyone's closing, so radar service terminated, frequency change approved. See ya.
We're switching to Unicorn, guys. We don't have any more ATC coverage, which is a shame. I always hate when this happens on descent, like. But yeah, I understand those guys. Jacksonville was online for like more than 4 hours. Yeah, it's half a real world shift for them. I don't know if tower will stay on. I suppose not. I think they will just go offline altogether. It makes sense. We will see. We will see, guys. Yeah, they're still online, but they will probably like be going offline very soon. Yeah, for tower, yeah, you can see Jacksonville is not online anymore. So yeah, we are on our own, guys, which is fine, which is okay. We can do it. We can do this alone. No worries. We are the big boys. So let's just take a look at our constraints. So we should be at 1,000 here, 7,000 here, 4,000 by Pense. Yeah, at Pense we should be at 4,000, and then we should be at Libby, we should be at 2,000. That will pretty much be already on our I think Libby is already on the glide slope. Yeah, Libby is on the glide slope already. So yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, so we are at around 18,000, so that means that we can now switch to 29er81 altimeter from the standard one. Here, I don't know why this happens. Okay, we'll just stay at 29er82, it's not a huge difference either way. Okay, so now I think it's a good time to switch on the seatbelt signs. I will do that on Part 6 as well. That's pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
So yeah. So let's decrease this so we can see it better. So yeah, at Looney we should be at 1,2000, and then here you can see this purple dot. At this point the plane will tend to decrease the speed to 250 knots, which is good. We don't want to exceed 250 knots. below 10,000 feet. So that's totally fine, guys. It's so unfortunate that Jacksonville Center went offline. I hate that fact, but yeah, it's okay, it's good. So yeah, VNav autopilot is doing pretty much what it should do. So we are pretty much on point, a little bit higher, just a little bit, tiny, a little bit higher than we should be, and a little bit faster than we should be, but we are still in very healthy margins, and it will level off now here without any issues, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, after the Godbe we have this purple dot here, and at that point we will just be leveling off and having 250 knots at Looney. Okay, that's here at Looney, and then we are continuing our descent to Savaia, where we should have 7,000 feet, and then at Pense, which will be our next waypoint, we will be having 4,000 feet. And from there we will see, we might do the heading vector survival, or we might do the ILS, we will see. Okay, so yeah, we are pretty close to the point where rate of descent will decrease and the speed will start dropping. We still do not we don't have a required drag, so we'll not apply speed brakes. I think plane will be fine slowing down on its own. Let us see that. Let's see how will that progress. Okay, so we are approaching that point pretty soon, in a couple of miles. Yeah, to be more precise, in like 2 miles. We have a little bit of cloud formation here, but temperature is 24 degrees. True outside temperature is 24 degrees, so we will not have any icing conditions today, which is always good for us as a pilot. Yeah, and you can see rate of descent dropping, and aircraft will just now decrease the speed. We can now help a little bit with speed brake, just a tiny little bit of speed brake there to help the aircraft to actually decrease the speed. Just increase that speed brake. We don't want to exceed 250 below 10,000. And that's good. And we are having our speed dropping to 250 knots. We are below 10,000 feet, which means that we can turn on landing lights. We will not do the nose light still because our gear is not down, and we can ease on these speed brakes now. Let's also see what's happening here. So we are preparing for the final descent to Jacksonville.
Please also store any carry-on items either in the seatback pocket or under the seat ministry. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
So let us also plan the parking we'll be going to use. So let me just we can also plan that. Wrong chart, sorry. Okay, This is the one. So we are actually going to use the terminal alpha, which is this one here. So we'll probably do alpha 3 or alpha 5. This is alpha 5, this is alpha 3. So we'll probably do something around that. Okay, so we are at 7,000 feet. Let me put a little bit more speed brake. We are a little bit we have a little bit higher speed than we should. Okay, so we are actually approaching to Jacksonville now. Let's appreciate the scenery a little bit. It looks so nice, guys. It just looks amazing. You can see that we have our landing lights on. Look at her. She is just cruising along. Okay. So we are approaching 6,000 feet and we are going expediting our descent to 4,000. Oh, sorry for that. And at this point, here we will decrease the speed to 210. We should, okay, don't worry plane, we just retracted speed brakes. Let's also now plan our landing. So yeah, we'll do reverse on and low brakes. And we have plenty of runway to use, guys. You can see 5 knot crosswind, 8 knot headwind, yeah. So that's pretty good. Approach speeds would be 132, yeah, which is pretty fine for 319. That's pretty nice, that's pretty decent. Okay, we are now approaching the point where we will actually decrease the speed. And you can see here the decel point where we will actually deaccelerate the plane. Let us also, now we can turn on the ILS designators. Yeah, now we are slowing her down. Let's support this with a little bit of speed brake. Okay, she's holding 4,000 very nicely. Let's also check if this all looks pretty clean. Okay, let's just retract the speed brake now. And at this point we can do flap 1 to increase the drag a little bit. And let's initiate the descent to 2,000. So let's also advise the cabin that we will be landing at around 2 minutes. Let's put our auto brakes to low now. Be ready for that. I will probably, just for the sake of better performance, I will manually manage the speed now. I will lower us to 190 even before the autopilot thinks we should do that. and we can do let's do 180 and flaps too. Okay, it's pretty good. You can see that immediately when we put the flaps to 2, we decreased in pitch, but again, we are also descending. So now, very soon, we will be making this turn, and very close to decel point, I will just turn on the managed speed again, and then the aircraft will slow down to the approach speed. I will now try to decrease to 170, just to gradually slow her down, because I noticed when I leave it purely to like autopilot, sometimes it struggles to actually slow down. It's 23 degrees in our cabin, which is pretty healthy. Maybe we can put a little bit of air conditioning power, because it's just 30 degrees outside and cabin can get hot pretty quickly. Okay, so we're making the turn. We are having 170 speed, which is pretty healthy. Let's do 165. We are approaching the decel point. We will very soon take over the plane from autopilot. We will do manual landing. We want to practice our flying. It's much easier with autopilot, of course, but we still want to practice our plane handling.
2,500.
Okay, we have 2,500. Let's continue. We're making the final turn. Now we can engage the localizer. It should capture it pretty quickly. We are also very close to the decel point. So now at decel, I will just... Okay, we have captured the localizer. Jacksonville traffic, United 602 captured localizer for runway 8. Let's get to manage speed and flaps full, and let's extend the gear. Very nice. Okay, that's good. Gear is down, 3 green, and we can initiate approach phase, and let's take over from here actually, guys. So we have flaps full, that's good. Let's arm the speed brake and my airplane. Let's fly her down.
2,000.
Let's see, guys. Let's nail this. Advise the cabin. We have the visual with the runway, that's good. We have a little bit stronger wind than I anticipated. That's all good. We can manage it. It's nice. Nice and steady. We have pretty stable approach. We should be a little bit lower maybe. And now, yeah. That's good, guys. We can see the puppies. We have two green, two white, two red. That's always what you want to see. We should be a little bit more to the left, and let's make it a little
1,000.
bit. That's good. We are very nice and steady in this approach, guys. We should be a little bit more to the left. Let's do that. And now to the right, and then a little bit more to the left. Yeah, wind is a little bit stronger than what I thought it will be. I think in METAR it was like 8 knots or something. We have 10 knots of slight crosswind. It's slight crosswind, you can see there. It's not anything significant, but still. Yeah, we might have some rudder correction to do. Okay, we are very stable here, guys. Let's try to butter this
500.
landing. 100.
400.
Okay,
300. 100 above.
100 above. Continue. A little bit lower.
200. Minimum.
Minimums, continue. We are a little bit off the center line. It will be good, guys.
40. 30.
Let's flare.
20. Retard. Retard. 10. Retard.
Reverse idle.
Fire.
Great landing. Reverse. Very nice, guys. Reverse green. Eighty knots. 60 knots. Reverse idle. And let's vacate the runway, guys. Let's vacate the runway. Welcome to Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Florida. The local time is
Let's retract the flaps as well.
p.m. and it's currently about 91 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile device.
Lights off.
Please remain seated until the air traffic
Taxi lights.
stop and the seatbelt
Let's
sign
fire
is
the
off.
APU.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
APU start. Very nice. We can stop the chrono. We had 1 hour 40 minutes of flight time. Thank you, Luca. Thank you. It was a pretty nice landing. And we can do APU bleed as well now. No, not still not. Sorry. Let's taxi her. So we are going to do left to hotel here. Yeah. Let's ease up on throttle. 20 knots. Let's slow her down. Turn off the strobe as well. We can do APU bleed now. That's good. Packs off. Okay, nice. Let's steer her here. It's nice and slowly, guys. Nice and slowly. Oh yeah. That's what we like to see, guys. Let's just, for the immersion, let's put some traffic here because Watsim is not so crowded now. Nice. Looks much nicer immediately. So we'll do Alpha 5 stand, which means that here we will go right on hotel and then immediately left and then to Alpha 5. We can switch the transponder to XP and DR. We can turn off the predicted wind shear, and then we can also, yeah, that's it for now actually. for now, so let's do right to hotel. Slow her down a little bit. Nice. We have Delta 737 I think here. So I think that Alpha 5 can actually be taken. Let's actually do Alpha 9 here, guys. Let's do Alpha 9. Taxi lights off. We don't want to blind somebody. Okay, nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Okay, let's slow her down. Nice. Nice. Slowly, guys. That's what we want. And we can actually go and stop. Parking brakes. Engine 1 off. Engine 2 off. Welcome to Jacksonville, guys. Okay, shutdown procedure. Let's first call for the. Let's put in chocks. Let's wait a little bit until chocks. We need our engines to come off fully. Oh yeah, let's turn off the beacon light. That's very important. So engines are slowly coming to a stop. Okay, we can toggle the jetway now. Isn't she beautiful, guys? Isn't she beautiful? Nice. Okay, so now let's also put chocks and connect the external power. So let's go here and call for this and let's drive it up. And let's turn on the external power. APU bleed off, master switch APU off, fuel pumps can come off, crew supply oxygen can come off, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Seatbelts can come off, and we can deboard our PAT-6. Seatbelts off there as well, and we are deboarding on PAT-6 as well. That's good. That's pretty good, guys. So let's also open the doors for the door 1 left open, cargo doors open, and that's pretty much it. So look at her, guys. We'll proceed to unload this girl, and our passengers are currently deboarding. We really hope that everyone had a nice flight. Why are these doors doing this? Open, guys, open. Don't close down on me. Okay, that's nice. That's good. We can now move forward and finish our flight on smart cars, and we can file the PIREP to our United Airlines. Yeah, this is the error, but I think that it's actually filed. I think it's actually filed, guys. It happens a lot, but when you go to the when I go to dashboard, I actually can see the PIREP. Let me see if it's filed. Yeah, it is. So PIREP says 168 for the landing rate. We will check the replay very soon. We can come off WATSIM. We are off of WATSIM, and we can also finish our flight on PAT-6. Very nice. Patrick's notable events, soft landing, that's always what we want to see, guys. Okay, so for the end, let's check the replay, guys. So let's do a replay mode and hope the game doesn't crash. Sometimes it just crashes when you go to replay, but right now it seems it will be fine. Okay, guys, here it is. Look at her, guys. Okay, we will just need to... Okay, that's it. Lights are not appearing. I mean, it bugs sometimes, but that's not the most important thing. Look at her. Look at her, guys. We have her approaching the runway. Here she comes. Let's do the runway cam for the first one. Are we actually seeing the correct runway? I think we do. Ah, no, this is runway 14. That's weird. Why is this happening? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll just take the outside view and then I will set up the manually. Let's see, maybe we can now do... It's still runway 14. Maybe when we come closer, we can actually do it. But yeah, look at her, guys. She is just gliding. Very stable approach. I very much like this landing. It's still on 4. Let me do something, guys, here. Let me do it like this. Yeah, this is what we are going to do, guys. Here she is. Here she is in all her magnificence. Look at this. Very nice and stable approach. And then nice flare. We floated a little bit, to be honest. We floated a little bit. Right. Pretty much on the center line. Pretty much. Not totally, but pretty much. I will take it, that's for sure. I will take it, guys. That was a mistake. Let me do it one more time. Okay. Okay, so here she is. We'll do it like this. So here she is, nice and stable approach. And then a flare. Touchdown zone. Yeah, we missed it slightly. Yeah, we missed it slightly. It's not perfect in the touchdown zone, but it's pretty decent. I will most definitely take this, guys. Let's do this view as well. Wing view cannot disappoint, really. Very, very stable. I'm very satisfied with how this played out. Yeah, very nice, and spoilers are coming up. Yeah, I think maybe what I could do is like vacated one exit later. I think I maybe vacated too fast. Like here you can see, like, I will just reverse it a little bit. So you can see here we are vacating with like 40 knots, and then yeah, we are slowing down pretty quickly. But that initial turn was maybe too harsh on the plane. But yeah, I will definitely take it, guys. I will definitely take it. Here we are at gate. Everything looks pretty decently. So with that, guys, thank you very much for this stream. I hope you like it. If you missed it, you can watch it on the channel still. As always, I will see you next time, and I wish you a very pleasant day or night wherever you are. Cheers.